Wuthering Waves came out a few days ago and everyone is hopping on the hype train, and I can see why. It's got everything: hot anime men, hot anime women, and most importantly, a hot main character that every video game needs. And when I looked at them once, I already knew this was it. I put on a Huggies 5-in-1 diaper around myself and was ready for the journey ahead. Can you beat Wuthering Waves only with the Rover? We started off our journey by picking our favorite anime waifu Yor, and I named her after something that goes very well with Rover: the Range Rover Evo. Then we wake up in the middle of an Australian ocean and are woken up again by two strangers. We head through a tunnel to beat up our first set of baddies, and later we're taken to take a look at our destination Jinzhou. Then the sky turns grey all of a sudden and we see a tacet field below, which is basically the main source of enemies in this game. And we spot a healer woman called Baiji seemingly plucking grass around the tacet field. Before we continue, let's establish the rules. The first rule is that the only character that is allowed is the main character, the Rover. Although there are parts in this game where you are forced to play as a certain character, but we will only use the main character if she is available. The second rule is that 5-star weapons are allowed for this one challenge, and I literally just made this rule up so I can stretch the length of this video. And the third rule is that you have to subscribe. Yeah, I know you see the big red button in the bottom left hand corner. I know you want to click it, don't resist. But please subscribe, I need to feed my cat. So anyways, we meet up with the healer waifu and are then attacked by an alien dude without a name. And this boss was a trial for what's to come. Although he wasn't that difficult, he still hit me a few times. Before we continue, I do need to say that this video does contain spoilers, so unless you're okay with seeing what all the main quests have to offer, I suggest you click off this video. Anyways, we walk a bit further and eventually get to Jinzhou, where we head straight over to the city hall to meet up with the magistrate, whose name is Jinxie apparently. But it turns out she's not there, and instead we are met by her bodyguard Senhua, who eventually tells us to get out, and then we engage in some experiments because Baiji kindly asked us. Then, like the autistic savant I am, I mistake the broad blade for the sword and started pulling on Jian's weapon banner, and turns out I can't even use Jian's weapon on the main character. Oh, that's not even a sword? So it literally just got ripped off. Oh wow, may as well just spend it. We then depart the city and we take a monk lady with us, after which we solve a puzzle that made me feel like I was in a GTA heist. And I make another stupid decision, that is to fight a big spider guy while having 999 ping. My game ends up crashing and we have to start all over. Anyways, a cutscene plays and this is the first time we are forced to cheat in this challenge. In order to progress further, we need to kill a boss as Jian because the Rover is not available to use. But let me tell you, fighting this boss was like wiping your ass with sandpaper. It was constantly flying around, and when it does decide to land, I use up all of my abilities on it, thinking that I am about to make a big bird fillet out of this thing, just for it to end up having an invincibility phase, and it just takes absolutely no damage at all. After that fiasco, I do decide to do one temple, and then this happens. Nice. Easy. Easy. This game is so easy. I immediately leveled up that bad boy and it was time to beat up Scarb, and god damn is he hot. The fight wasn't too bad and I didn't take that much damage at least. Then I found this overleveled guy wandering around and my autistic ass decided to go and try killing it, thinking I was gonna get an OP echo that will carry me through the game. Not only did I get a shitty echo, I ended up dying 16 fucking times before actually killing him and getting a big middle finger from Kuro Games. Then I completed the main quest and found out that I needed level 14 to progress further, and I was level 8, so you know what time it is, it's time to do side quests, let's go! So I did all sorts of random things to get to level 14, I spent my resin, did my adventurer's handbook, and of course, how can we forget, side quests. I also leveled up the Rover and her sword to level 40, so that was a nice little upgrade. We also got an Eidolon for her, which is named a sequence for some reason. And we also got a new set of echoes. Oh, and then the optimization issues kicked in and the game became borderline unplayable, so I called it quits for that day. Next day, I did even more side quests. No, I can't die, I can't die, I can't die, I can't die. No! Oh, no, get out! No! Come on, we got this. No, fuck. Killed bosses, played Forza Horizon. I mean, what the fuck is this game, man? Then as the final stretch, we did furry side quest. And Kuro, which one of you decided that making him look like he had explosive diarrhea in his pants was a good idea? Did he shit himself? Did you see that brown stain? He looks like... he looks like he shat himself. What? He looks so goofy. Why is he sitting like that? Look at him. He's got his legs fucking spread. Then we got some more pulls and it was time to get our 5-star character. Let's get our 5-star. I really don't want the furry boy because he looks like he just shat his pants, so let's see. Give me someone good. Next pull. It's the next pull. Alright. Fuck! Now for this side quest I also needed to cheat and man, forgive me, I need to get this XP, okay? What the fuck? What is this? What is this? Anyways, I reached level 14 and after changing my diaper again, I took a deep breath, counted to 3, and continued on with the main story. After hitting some bells, turns out that's what we call a scar summoning ritual. We beat him up in his first phase and then are thrown into the second phase. After that fiasco of beating him up and being absolutely carried by a firefly that heals you every time you use it, we have a huge plot twist and I have a very honest reaction to it. What a plot twist! Oh my god, whoa, what a plot twist! Then I complete the quest and in order to progress further, I need level 21 and I was level 16, so it was time to do even more side quests. While I was doing the side quest, I also used the opportunity to explore a bit and get some more asteroids and other resources you get from chests, which is always a nice thing to have. So while I was doing side quests and clapping some exile booty cheeks, I decided... So while I was doing some side quests and clapping some exile booty cheeks, I decided to do some pulls on Gian's banner for the shits and giggles and I actually ended up getting a pretty nice 10 pull. After all of that I went through another boss fight and this guy was annoying to fight. He was driving around and doing wheelies all the fucking time like those annoying 13-year-olds in your backyard trying to get girls or something, I don't know. But after a lot of tomfoolery and getting run over, I did take the guy down thanks to my little flying firefly. After that I practiced my combo which literally is 4 clicks and somehow I still fucked it up. Apparently I breathed in the Apparently I took a breath in the wrong direction or something. Then I did a bunch more stuff and I leveled up to level 20, which allowed me to upgrade our waifu to level 50, and after gathering more parts I also upgraded her Star Wars lightsaber to level 50, and after dumping a ton of whale plates into the XP material farm I leveled up to level 21 and now it was time to finish this run once and for all. The quest starts off with a 10-minute long cutscene about a dragon and how it created Jinzhou or something, I don't remember. We then head over to the theater and run up a hill. We meet a baby who loves flowers and, you know, she can also make them appear out of thin air. Very fun, but before we can enjoy the show of flowers appearing out of thin air, our anime waifu Yang Yang notices some traces, which means that someone is after us. We run up yet another cliff and are met by even more hot anime waifus. She tries to slap our diaper off, but our fighting reflexes that we've gained from fighting very tough enemies come in clutch, and the next thing we know, we're in a hot lesbian hentai cutscene, after which she pieces out and so do I. We return to the city and are met with Cheeksy questioning a man, which I like to call a pap. because he tells us that he is looking for a little girl, and I am one phone call away from the police, bro. Oh, he was looking for his niece. Yeah, okay. Anyways, they needed me and my lightsaber for their own side quest. After having a 6-year-old beg us for help, we eventually agree and end up next to an abandoned facility where we're forced through a dreadful task of solving a puzzle. Like, come on, I need my GTA heist back, bro, not a fucking clock. We get the door open, and in order to advance, we need to turn on power. And because I'm a total ape, I can't even solve a simple puzzle. I mean, just look at this. We got this. We got this. Come on. Come on. Fuck. Yeah, okay, I eventually get it to work, and after being taken through an anime game special, a yap fest, we dolphin dive off an edge and are met by quite possibly the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I mean, what the fuck is this? Anyways, our toddler wants to help us out, but how about no? Again, I was in the backpack of my healing firefly being absolutely carried through this fight, and after a lot, and I mean a lot of tomfoolery this time, he eventually crashes, just like the stock market. So after that, we are forced to play as GN yet again, as the Rover isn't available. So we get through that slowly but surely. Hang on, isn't GN supposed to be like the best character in the game? Why is he so weak? Anyways, we make it through the final stages of baddies, and we meet up in the best meetup spot in Wuthering Waves. A fucking boss arena, so now we are forced to solo another boss without my consent. Like, I never gave my consent to this. Let me see the manager Kuroge. After that, we follow GN to a military base, and we create a plan where we basically go put our soldiers into full kamikaze mode. We spread them out so we can easily defeat the baddies. Yeah. So me and Yang Gang fought through several enemies, and after securing a cannon we need in order to go further, we talked to Jinsei for the last time, and now me and Gang were off to take down the biggest baddie in this entire game. In order to even get to our arch nemesis, we have to climb up several floating buildings, doing all sorts of things like grappling all over the place, slaying even more baddies, and even throwing concrete blocks at them. Oh, look at me go! After reaching the top of the buildings, we realize that the cannon needs to be shot right now at the heart of Big Rock Man. We grappled through even more rocks, and this was it. It was me and my homie GN against this disgusting creature. And this fight was very interesting. It starts off with you having to dodge a lot of flying spears, which is a very interesting gimmick. I mean, what the fuck am I even looking at? Then our homie faints like a Pokemon, which meant that it was a fair 1v1, which I wasn't very fond of. It's okay though, we have a main character moment and we switch forms, and we can now control the Havoc element, let's go! So after a ton of masterful dodging and even more counterattacks, we bring the ugly thing down, and for that we get, Yai Miko, what the fuck happened to you? And with that, we have our answer. You can indeed beat Wuthering Waves with only the main character. This was a very fun challenge, especially considering how good and polished the gameplay is in this game. And thank you so much for watching. I will not be keeping you guys here for any longer, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!